carried through. Once again, welcome in to the LILJ All Long Island games in Huntington. Ryan Brannigan going to be taking you through this matchup, joined, as always, by Ellis Joshua. This matchup between the Falcons and the Sharks. The Falcons wearing black, Sharks wearing white. Ball in the stick, and carrying it out of harm's way for the Sharks here by Brooke Varian. So my apologies, it is the Sharks in black and the Falcons in white. And I haven't missed anything yet, no score between these two sides. We quickly approach about 4 minutes gone by. Officials' time should be, has always been consistently about 45 seconds to a minute ahead of ours. Madeline Dirks has the ball currently. She'll slow things down as she hands off to Taylor Connors. With the middle girl being Brooke Varian. They'll work it around the horn.
So far, both teams looking to break the seal here and get on the board.
Varian for Dirks, and she'll move in. Shot scores! Madeline Dirks.
That was an absolute rocket right there by Madeline Dirks. What a shot. Would love to get the miles per hour on that take. Someone bring out the radar gun, as it's Dirks scoring the game's first goal.
That's my bad, Ellis. I left it at home. How could I? Dirks gets the party started. 1-0 in favor of the Sharks. Wearing black, the Falcons wearing white. Again, my apologies.
No worries, Ryan. All good.
It's a quick turnaround, hopping off the lift, running the cam to back on the mic. Second face-off of the game, and this one will belong to the Falcons.
Yeah, nice job coming up with possession there. Genevieve Griffin giving the Falcons a chance for the equalizer.
O'Hanley, briefly, good pass, scores! What a feed, Ellis. And making no mistake out in front, Genevieve Griffin.
What a feed is right. So give that assist to Olivia Garitano. And Griffin with the finish, and we are all tied up at 1. That's just great execution for the Falcons. Nice job with the ball movement to set up the game-tying goal.
So they'll do it all over again from midfield. Ball up in the air,
Nice
and
job.
it'll be the Sharks.
Yeah, nice job by Jill Powers securing that one off the ground. Sharks now a chance to jump back in front.
It's Brush, Lorelei Brush. Up top, she'll find Jillian Powers, who keeps the ball moving around the horn. Eventually down low to Falkman. Cutting to the net now, shot scores! No mistake there.
And the finish there. Nice job by Connors. So now it's the Sharks who jump back in front 2-1.
We've had all close games thus far, with maybe the exception of that last one.
Yeah, how about the 2029 Islanders team getting a big win in the previous matchup, winning that one 12-6 on field 2.
Every matchup between the 2031s has been a nail-biter.
Absolutely.
Chance, great save made. Big stop coming from Francesca Orlando in net for the Falcons. Keeps them within 1. And tumbling down, hitting the deck there is Ariana Joe. She seems okay. It'll be her ball and possession for the Falcons.
So making sure that she gets the appropriate 4 meters. And now Joe gonna dish this one off.
Good little move. Falcons able to set up now. Cutting to the middle, looking for room. Good defense provided by Taylor Connors back there, number 69.
Looks like, though, this one is going to stay with the Falcons here. So they're going to get a free position. So possession going to start with Olivia Garitano.
She'll have a good look. If she can get it, she does, and scores.
Cash money for Olivia Garitano. And she ties this one up at 2 apiece.
Crucial goal. You have to make the most of those free positions, Ellis. And Garitano, Olivia Garitano, makes no mistake. So back and forth we go in this first half, a running first half of 20 minutes. Same thing for the second. And if I'm not mistaken, it was these Falcons that were in overtime.
That's right.
In that first game to our rear.
Yeah, the Falcons, that first matchup in overtime where they were defeated by the Stallions. So over on field 1 is the battle for first place between the Islanders and the Stallions. This is the third place matchup, and it's been a good one so far. 2-2 game, but
Madeline.
not for much longer.
Madeline Turks. Full steam ahead, and she puts the Sharks back in front by 1.
That's a great response by the Sharks after allowing the game-tying goal. Dirks wasting no time, coming right back to put the Sharks back in front. So Madeline Dirks, her second of the game here. Dirks, of course, the younger sibling of one Ainsley Dirks in the 2028 class over at Cold Spring Harbor. That's state champion Ainsley Dirks.
Yeah,
Congrats to the Seahawks on winning back-to-back Class D state championships.
There you go. Championship pedigree making itself known. See if Madeline can keep the legacy going. Meanwhile, in this game, the Sharks ahead now by 1. We'll get possession here, and it's Dirks again moving it upfield. Good pass, and the finish. No.
Yes, it is
yes,
good.
Okay.
A little bit of a delayed call, but it is in fact good.
They all stopped. Was there a whistle? Maybe not. Oh, yes, there was. And on the finish, I believe it was number 20, Falkman. So unable to get a replay on that one. I'll get a replay next time. We'll get a replay next time for sure. Replay's been acting up a little bit. Get one going. So face off. Bit of a run here for the Sharks. And they're looking to continue it.
Nice job scooping that one off the ground there.
Brooke Varian. She'll find Peters. Avery Peters. To Falkman. And back to Varian. Once more now with Peters. It's everything to the right side. Dirks. They'll try the left side now with Falkman. X now with it. Kaylee Woods out in front. Loose ball. Picked up by Varian.
Nice job by Varian keeping this possession alive. Looked like it could have been a potential turnover for the Sharks, but Varian saving the possession. Oh, that shot goes wide.
A good quick feed from Leah D'Ambrosio. Across there to Dirks, however, sharp angle and good goaltending from Francesca Orlando thwarting the opportunity, and now the Falcons can muster up a response. Moving on in with it now, Allie Jo Brady. Now Olivia Garitano. Carry it the rest of the way. She'll dodge, she'll weave, she'll look. Ball on the ground.
And we play on. Here comes Dirks. Great job on defense, forcing that turnover.
Dirks doing it all on both ends of the field, and now a chance at a goal. Kaylee Woods with the finish.
And Cameron Falkman on that assist.
Here's your replay of that last one. And again, not sure why the replay. It's just getting the goal. It's getting the celebration. We like that. We'd like to see the play.
Either way, though, nice job in transition by the Sharks. So they now take the 5-2 lead.
Face off center.
So back for another draw control. So we still have just over 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And this possession secured by the Falcons.
And Griffin will move it to Garitano. Falcons in need of a response.
That shot off the mark there. The chase for possession. This one will stay with the Falcons. Millie Soper tracking that one down. So the Falcons now working this around. Possession now up top. Christina Marone. And it is good. So the take there by Marone makes this now a 5-3 game. So just the response that the Falcons were looking for.
Absolutely. Makes it a 2-goal game. See if they make a run of it. After all, it is the game of runs. And it starts with possession off the draw, and it'll be taken by Ariana Joe for the Falcons.
Yeah, she'll be going up against Lisa Leader for the Sharks.
And it is controlled by Leader. Leader, great reception to the pass there by Connors. That was way behind her.
Yeah, tremendous handle there by Connors to avoid that turnover.
It's Falkman back with Connors. Forced to the outside. They'll wheel it around. Falkman on the catch from Woods. And now it's Isaacson with the goal.
Yeah, count that goal for Hadley Isaacson. So the response for the Sharks.
Bit of a
This one's 6-3.
bit of a tough angle, a little obscurity there, but fighting through the traffic was Isaacson, and a good response for the Sharks. So Liesel leader, will take the draw. And it's controlled by Griffin and the Falcons.
So the Falcons now looking for a response.
Arian.
Possession with Joe.
She'll find Garetano. Olivia Garetano looking for some room. She'll hand it back. Marone in, scores.
Count it for Christina Marone. Her second of the game. And that is in fact gonna put a bow on the first half. A 6-4 game. So the Falcons creeping a little bit closer.
Good way to end the half when you're trailing for the last few minutes there to get some momentum into the second. And so with that, we'll take a brief break. We'll be right back. You're listening to LI Sports Network's coverage of the LILJ All Long Island games. Welcome back to Huntington, Long Island, site of today's LALJ All Long Island tournament. Ryan Brannigan, Ellis Joshua waving to someone on the sidelines there because Ella Joshua's the king of Long Island lacrosse.
Shout out Leah D'Ambrosio. FLG 2031s. Let's go.
She's excited to hear that, and probably also excited the Sharks leading 6-4 to start this half. And with that, they're going to call it a shot or a pass. If it's a pass, possession will change over, and that's exactly what they're going to say it was. And
Yeah.
so the Sharks will get.
Yeah, definitely a pass there. So possession with Avery Peters, who we just got a little fun fact at halftime. Avery Peters is the cousin of one Molly Heine. Of course, Molly Heine in the 2025 class at St. Anthony's, heading off to Johns Hopkins.
Johns Hopkins, one of the many lacrosse hotbeds.
So this
They got a
possession
nice-
here going to stay with the Sharks.
And the Long Island pipeline of lacrosse to all across America continues to run deep. And it starts right here, Ellis. Good. Driving toward the cage. This time, Madeline Dirks. Now Falkman spinning. Dirks in, shot, score.
Man,
Madeline Dirks.
She's had the hot hand here today.
Jake showed me a soda, although today I'll take a water.
Yeah, we may have to go with just waters on a day like today. But this heat not affecting the play of Madeline Dirks.
Matter of fact, she's just heating up.
Absolutely, she is cooking right now.
On both ends of the field, as she made the great defensive play right at the end of toward the end of the first half. Kickstarts the second half with a goal that puts the Sharks ahead 7-4. Big face-off for the Falcons to try to reestablish the momentum they temporarily had to conclude that first half. It's available. Still available.
How about the fight for the ground ball on who else but Dirks coming up with that ground ball.
Don't fan her down. He'll just spread the fire. She'll find Falkman here. And Falkman's shot denied. Big save. In goal this time for the second half, Sophia Landon.
Nice save there by Landon. And now let's see if the Falcons can turn that defensive stance into offense as they push the ball up the field.
It's Garitano. Good feed, shot off the top bar. It did not go.
The pipes, they always say, are a goalie's best friend. And certainly helping out Violet Sinar in goal. So this remains a 7-4 game.
And defense to offense in a hurry. Back come the Sharks. Shot and a goal. Nice goal there. Brooke Varian getting herself on the board. If I'm not mistaken, there is 53.
So now the Sharks doubling up the Falcons here. An 8-4 game, so this is their largest lead of the contest.
Take it right back. And another big face-off as our most recent goal scorer, Brooke Varian, right out in front of us.
Yeah,
Catching a bit of the breeze from our fan.
she certainly earned a seat in front of the fan for sure.
I would say so. Joined by Madeline Dirks as well, who has been on fire. Now the Falcons looking to extinguish that fire, get a goal up on the board. It is Ariana Joe. And she'll swing it over, cutting in, shot, score. And that is the second of the game for Christina Marone.
And a big-time response there by Marone. And you said it, Ryan, her second on the day. So now an 8-5 game. Still plenty of time left to decide a winner in this matchup.
It's a good feed from Joe, getting Marone in some space, and she just right to the front of the net. Not much you could do about it. Look for them to try to continue that play, as it has worked twice now. And it'll be Marone to take the draw as well for the Falcons in white.
And she'll be going up against leader in the black.
Joe.
Off the ground, it's Ariana Joe coming up with the GB.
And with it now is Grork, most recent goal scorer. Marone had it. Marone in. Marone shot. This time would not go.
Big fight for the ground ball. And it's Garetano keeping it alive for the Falcons.
And it's Garetano swinging that one just wide. Scooped up, however, by Needle. Needle to the front. And no. Still available. It's Garetano. Grork. Good possession for the Falcons. Nothing to show for it just yet. They've come awful close.
Oh, nice look inside.
Oh, beautiful feed. And of course the finish for the hat trick for Christina Marone.
Yeah, give that assist to Melina Capitano, dropping a dime to Marone for the finish.
Score now 8-6. 8-6 in favor of the Sharks over the Falcons. It was 8-4 just a moment ago, Ellis. And then the Sharks woke up, led by Christina Marone. And another face-off possession for the Falcons. They have all the momentum. Ariana Joe streaming down the middle. Joe, shot, score!
Oh, da-na-na, da-na-na.
How do you do, Ariana Joe?
Put it on SportsCenter. That's a top 10 play right there by Ariana Joe.
From start to finish, the play was all Joe. And it's a one-goal game, and it's all smiles for Ariana as she comes to the bench. It's a high five from the coach, and she's earned it after a play like that.
Man, what a finish there by Ariana Joe. Going coast to coast, showcasing that speed. And we now have a one-goal game. 8-7 is your score. And still plenty of time to decide a winner.
Absolutely, and all the momentum, which at the start of the half, Ellis, was in favor of the Sharks, has flipped to the Falcons. They have won 3 consecutive face-offs. They're going to look to make it 4 here. And it's been the Ariana Joe and Christina Marone show, getting it done offensively. Fight, ground ball. It is Falcons ball.
So they have a chance to tie up the game. Oh, just unable to handle the pass as this one trickles away.
And that will flip possession to the Sharks. Boy, do they need a response.
Well, yeah, Ryan, as you know, this is a sport that is certainly a game of runs. And we have definitely seen that so far in this game. And you love the response that the Falcons have showed, turning a 4-goal deficit into just a 1-goal game. But now it's the Sharks' turn to see what they can cook up on offense to counter this punch that's been thrown here by the Falcons.
And that was Leah D'Ambrosio cutting in, took a shove to the back, and that will give her a free position and a prime chance to fire this ball.
Yeah, the foul called, keeping that with D'Ambrosio, but
Yeah,
turned over there.
She elected to pass the pass just a little behind her intended target. And so the Falcons try to turn defense to offense, run into some trouble, and Falkman takes it back. Open player, it is Woods. Woods scores! Kaylee Woods off the turnover and feed from Falkman, Cameron Falkman. It is now 9-7 Sharks.
And that's a product of riding the ball back. Good things happen when your attack does that. And that's a great job by Falkman coming up with that turnover. And the look ahead to the open Kaylee Woods, who does the rest. So now back to a 2-goal game with the Sharks in front.
Just like that, it turns on a dime. It looks like the Falcons are going to get an offensive possession after a good defensive play. But you got to get the ball out. You got to get the ball up. And unable to do it on that last one. But they'll reset, face off here. Incoming is Kira Holt. She'll settle things down. Handing off to Parchak. That shot never came, but ground ball for the Falcons and still on the deck.
And it looks like this one is going the other way. So possession back to the Sharks. And it's Scaccia, but they force the turnover. Oh, that's a great job by Ryan Needle on the ride.
Big play indeed. She's got it at X.
Yeah, now the ball back up top.
Ball back
actually.
up top, yep. Ball back up top, yep.
Parsiak with the rock, gonna dish this one off.
It's Allie Jo Brady briefly with it. Cut to the front, shot wide.
Good take there.
And that came from Mia Finnegan. Possession remaining with the Falcons trailing by 2. It is Ryan Needle. The pass, the shot off the post. Oh, I thought for sure that Marone had her fourth. But the iron, Ellis the iron.
Yeah, once again, the pipes, certainly a goalie's best friend.
And a great play in tight made by Ella Boyle. Right along the box area, keeps it in play and is able to create this possession now for the Sharks.
Yeah, let's see if that could be a bit of a turning point here down the stretch in the second half. Golden opportunity for the Falcons to get back within 1, but they are denied by the pipes. And now the Sharks can add a little bit of insurance here down the stretch.
Varian will flip to Falkman. Falkman will stutter step. Sending it over to Jillian Powers. Powers gave it to D'Ambrosio. She'll get it back. And now we'll find Lorelei Brush. Brush to Falkman. Falkman walks, looks, gives it a little flip back onto the stick of Brush. Varian moves in. Varian, ball on the deck, but
yeah, this is going to stay with Varian on the foul called.
Varian moves in, fires, scores.
Cash money for Brooke Varian. So they do, in fact, get an insurance goal.
And that'll make it 10-7 in favor of the Islanders.
Sharks.
Pardon, the Sharks.
No worries, no worries.
I'm looking at something else here on my screen. That's my apologies. That is, of course, the game on the other side between the Islanders and the Stallions. (10-7) over here. It's over on field 2. Falcons. Sharks. Ryan Brannigan, Ellis Joshua.
So back on the draw where it's Marone and Leader. And the ground ball is secured by Peters.
Big GB for Peters, and that'll create the offensive chance here for Connors. Connors finding Bowditch. Bowditch's pass, however, misfires, and the Falcons will collect and break out. That pass, however, just over the stick of Garetano, and that'll...
gonna go out of bounds. So give this one right back to the Sharks.
And it was an 8-7 game. Falcons within 1 after scoring 3 straight, only to then allow 2, creating the 10-7 score. Moving down with an Leah D'Ambrosio. Now at X is Falkman from the pass from Hadley Isaacson. Leader plays catch with Falkman. Good charge to the net, shot just missing. Came off the stick of Connors.
So give the ball here back to Connors, and she's gonna get a free position. A chance to push the lead back up to 4 for the Sharks.
Big chance indeed here for Connors. And she gets rocked from behind.
Yeah, she's gonna get another crack here. Looks like that actually might, in fact, be the game. Let's see. No, so it looks like we're gonna have a yellow here.
That was a big collision. And the bouncer goes over the top, all for nothing. And Ariana Joe will come out of the defensive end, look to start something offensively. Good pass, connecting with Capitano. Ball goes out of bounds. Unfortunate break for the Falcons.
And that is going to
do it.
Sharks, they're going to win this one. 10-7 is your final. Thanks for everyone that tuned in to this 2031 matchup. And coming up next, it'll be the second game of the day for the 2030s. We'll be back in a little bit.
Thanks so much. Stay tuned. LILJ, all Long Island games, only on LI Sports Network.